Recuerda, si deseas activar los subtítulos, puedes hacerlo, están disponibles en español e inglés. Hey everyone, my name is Frank, welcome to this channel. First of all, I'd like to say thank you for being here watching this video. Today we will talk about something that I consider is really important when you are learning English. I mean, this is like the base in every language. As you can see, here we have three friends. One of them is called Connie, the other one is called Annie, and the last one is Marcel. Connie: Hi Marcel, this is Annie. She's a student in my class. Marcel: Hi Annie, nice to meet you. Annie: Hi, are you a student? Marcel: Yes, I am. As you can see in the previous conversation, we have some underlined words, they were in red, and here we have some of them. One of them is yes, I am, the other one is this is Annie, she's a student, and the last one is are you a student? Maybe you are wondering what topic we will develop today, and the topic is the verb to be. Maybe you are wondering when we use the verb to be. Here we have some pictures to try to explain that on detail. Remember that we use the verb to be to talk about people, animals, places, etc. As you can see, here we have Machu Picchu, which is in Cusco, Peru. And the example is Machu Picchu is amazing. That's right, Machu Picchu is amazing. In picture number 2, we have a red car. Remember that we use the verb to be to describe people, animals, things, etc. In that case, we can say my car is red. Picture number 3. We use the verb to be to talk about the person's age. As an example, we have I am 24 years old. Picture number 4. Remember that we use the verb to be to say where something is. As you can see in the example, the Eiffel Tower is in Paris, France. Picture number 5. We use the verb to be to say how we feel. In that case, as you can see in the picture, here's a person that looks really tired. So he would say, I am very tired. In this part, I will show you a table where you can see how we use the verb to be in a positive sentence. Remember that we have the verb to be, am, are, and is. We use contractions in speaking. The pronoun you is singular for one person or plural for two or more people. We don't use contractions in positive short answers. On the other hand, we have the negative form of be. It's quite similar to the positive form, but in this case we need to add the adverb not to make the sentence negative. In this table we have questions and short answers. Remember, if you want to ask a question, first of all you need to use be plus subject for the question. As you can see in the example, if we say it is good, it is a positive sentence, but If we want to ask a question, we need to change the subject with the verb to be. So in that case, we have the question, is it good? In this case, we have greetings. Here you have the definition: a polite word or sign of welcome or recognition. In this part, I will show you a conversation between Annie and Mr. White, who is an English teacher. Annie: good morning, Mr. White. How are you doing? Mr. White: good morning, Annie. I'm doing well. And you? Annie: I'm great, thank you. Now you will see a conversation between Connie and Marcel. Connie: hi, Marcel. How is it going? Marcel: hey, Connie. Everything is fine. How's life? Connie: I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. In this part, we have formal greetings. Here's a list that you can read. Here we have hello, how are you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, nice to meet you, good to see you, how are you doing? On the other hand, we have informal greetings. Here we have some of them. Hi, hey, what's up, what's new, what's going on, how is it going, how's life, long time no see. In this part, we have vocabulary for countries and nationalities. As you can see, here we have the definition of each word. One of them is country, a nation with its own government, and the other one is nationality, the status of belonging to a particular nation. As you can see, here we have two tables with some countries and nationalities. I'm going to give you some time to read carefully, or if you want to pause the video, you can do it. Okay class, it's time to practice what we have learned. It's practice time. Exercise A. Complete the sentence with positive forms of be. Use contractions. In this part, we need to complete the sentences with positive forms of be. Remember that we need to use contractions. In number 1 we have I, verb to be, Frank. In this case, we need to use am. So the complete sentence is I'm Frank. Remember to use contractions. In number 2, we have it, verb to be, Monday. In this case, we need to use is. So the complete sentence is it's Monday. Remember to use contractions. In number 3 we have you, verb to be, in my class. In this case we need to use are, so the complete sentence is you're in my class. Remember to use contractions. In number 4 we have we, verb to be, students. In this case we need to use are, so the complete sentence is we're students. Remember to use contractions. In number 5 we have I, verb to be, fine, thanks. In this case we need to use am, so the complete sentence is I'm fine, thanks. Remember to use contractions. In this part we have exercise B. Complete the countries and nationalities. In number 1 we have the country Korea. For that reason the nationality is Korean. In number 2 we have the nationality Mexican. For that reason the country is Mexico. In number 3 we have the country Canada. For that reason the nationality is Canadian. In number 4 we have the country Peru. For that reason the nationality is Peruvian. In number 5 we have the nationality Chinese. For that reason the country is China. Now it's your turn. In this part we have exercise C. Complete the conversation. Use the correct forms of be. As you can see here we have a conversation between Annie and Marcel, but it is incomplete, so we need to use the correct forms of be in any blank spaces. In exercise D, we need to unjumble the letters and find 5 countries below. Maybe you are wondering what is unjumble. So here you have the definition. To sort or rearrange a jumbled collection into the right order. Remember that you have the capital letter in each sentence. In addition to this, if you want to check your answers, they will be in the description below. In this part, there is a question for you. What country in the world would you like to visit and why? Remember, if you want to answer this question, you can do it in the comment section. I'll be reading your answers. Here's a tip for you. Remember that it's a good idea to write some personal examples with all new grammar that you learn. Okay class, that's the end of the video. Thank you for your time. Have a good day, afternoon or night. See you in another video.